go. How's it going, my Comic Chat Army? We're here with Pop Van. What?
Pops Van Zant.
Right. He did an online Comic-Con over the weekend, and now we're here to hear about the aftermath. How you doing, Pops?
I'm great, man. I'm great. I'm a little wiped out. I'm not going to lie. I mean, it was kind of some anxiety a few times. We had some tech difficulties. We had some people that couldn't make it at the last minute and had to fill spots. But I had a great team, man. Philip Russert and Phil Locklear, they kept it smooth. People that had to change their whole presentation at the last minute and come out and do something totally different came out solid. It was fun. There was no doubt about it. It was fun.
All right. Then what was you doing? What was the proceeds going to?
Well, I mean, the different everybody. It was for the artists that are not in the con buildings, selling to us across the table. It was to give them a venue, a platform, so they could show their stuff, maybe make a little money. Some of them went above and beyond, like Alton Simpson, Vampires in New Jersey. All the proceeds for everything he sold went to the healthcare workers in his local area, and that to me was that was above and beyond. That's, I mean, the fact that what I did went beyond and somebody else took it to the next level just made it that much better, man. For me, there was no proceeds. I didn't charge anybody for their time slot. I did all the promotion myself with just these fingers and the share button and everything I could do. I had some good friends that helped me out, like with the art banner and stuff, so we could share that out there everywhere. I mean, it was spontaneous when they killed the ECCC. That was when we decided we needed to do something, because these guys aren't going to get to show off any of the stuff they already had printed. All the exclusives, all this stuff that they spent all this money on, and it's sitting in boxes.
Yep.
And I just wanted to do something to help them guys out, man, because I know it. Like, I'm one person that cost them, 5 digits.
Yeah, right. We're about to do that. We're about to release an interview about the digital comics, about what's going on with comic book world and everything. So would you do this event again?
Oh, we're definitely going to do it again. I had too many people that came to me during, asking if there was any available slots. I've had people tell me next time you do this, let me know. People that were in it are all, if you're going to do it again, let me know. One thing I want everybody to know is we're not going to do 3 days, man.
Right.
That wiped me out, man. I mean, we'll do 2 days. We'll probably do, 10 or 12, 25-minute slots a day. But I figure like this, we probably do it every 2 or 3 weeks, and we'll switch up the people that are in it. We'll try to keep it fresh, new people. I know Phil's got some names. I'm not a name dropper. Phil's got some names. There's some great people that he's already talked to. I would like to talk about some of the people that were there, though, because I fanboyed. I ain't gonna lie. I mean,
people that was there, like, for the people that couldn't make it or didn't hear about it just yet, tell us who all was there.
We had, man, I don't want to butcher people's names first off, but we had Eric Nanotowski kicked it off on Friday, and he was followed by Pete Vasquez. I'm sure you know him. I think Fat Guy Comics, is that what it is? I think that's what it is. And then Frank James Bailey came out with his Turkana book, and that was cool. I like that. It's more teenager kid type thing, like Teen Titans maybe, but I like that. Then we got Slam, man, Mark McKenna. He's got over 1,000 credits in comics. He's just, somebody been around since the 80s, It was great talking to him. I only got to talk to him for a minute, and he took the screen and he gave us some serious insight and showed some cool stuff. And then it got fun. Keith Williams come out. And, man, Keith Williams and Jack Purcell and Enrique Lopez, 1, 2, 3. And that was like, what people don't understand, everybody's like thanking me for what I did. And what people don't understand is that if you go to a con all 3 days, you might get to talk to a few of your favorites for a couple minutes. You might stand in line for a long time and miss some of your favorites. I got to talk to everybody for like 25 minutes. Yeah. With nobody in the way, no line behind me. No, you know what I mean? I got the ultimate con experience. I might not have been right there in the room with them, but I got the ultimate con experience over the weekend. I got to spend 25 minutes with everybody I wanted to talk to. You can't beat that. You know?
So everybody was respectful. Everybody.
Oh, it's beautiful. It was totally beautiful, man. There was no, I mean, there was a couple people that got into a little thing of, one of those
hissy fits.
One of those things, man, where you bring your agenda to the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
In the guest con chat, where all the guests were watching. Okay. And these two had a little snippet with each other, and neither one of them ended up being in the con. One because he wasn't going to deal with that. I couldn't believe that I wouldn't shoot the other guy down for his opinion, so he left and went straight to his page and started bad-mouthing my group and bad-mouthing me.
Wow.
Don't care.
Right. I mean, but that's the only incidents that you ran across.
Yeah. The other guy apologized, but we couldn't. His tech didn't work when we came for his slot, so he ended up not being in the show either. But it wasn't because of his opinion. Everybody's got opinions. I told them both when they first started the conversation in the group chat, I was like, not here. Take that somewhere else. Right. And within 3 minutes, they were back in the group chat. Dude was trying to bring me into it like I'm supposed to police this other guy.
Wow.
And I'm like, no. I'm not his dad, not my job. He has a right to his opinion and whatever. And you guys took it to your private chat and you didn't like what he told you. And you brought that crap back into my group chat in front of all my guests where our group chat was for coordinating time slots and, announcements. If I had an announcement that I wanted all the con guests to hear about, I had a group chat set up for them.
Right.
Man, it was just like, I'm surprised we did not lose guests.
Yeah.
I really was surprised that nobody bailed on me because of what happened. And I appreciate all of you for knowing who I am and knowing that I ain't about that. We don't have that in our group. We don't have SJW. We don't have, trumpets. We don't do that in our group. We have people that have their stance, please. That's my grandson arguing with his father.
So how did the money transaction work? Like, how did?
Oh, everybody had some have websites that they could direct their traffic right to, and we shared the. Travis, I'm live, dude. Okay, sorry about that.
Man,
he wants his bike, man, and it's not time for a bike. It's time for a nap. It's one of those things,
I think after this interview, it's going to be time for my nap.
Yeah. But, it was like everybody had their own, some people don't have a website set up. And it was just like, hey, if you see something you like, give me a PM, and I'll negotiate or whatever. And some people have their website where they drop their links in the comments and you can go straight to their page and buy what they're showing. It's like it was so spur of the moment. It was the first time. None of us had done this before.
Right.
It was experimental. It worked pretty good. People liked it. We're probably going to do it again. That's how we're looking at it right now. I'm going to have a little meeting with both of the Phils probably tomorrow sometime, and we'll figure out a date for the next one, and then we'll just go right to promoting it. And we're not going to do it the same way as we did it last time. It's like last time I didn't know Philip, and I was guests from the group, people I know from the group. And when Philip came in, it was like he started bringing a whole bunch of bigger names. And all at the last minute. And all these people, Mark McKenna, all these people, Keith Williams, they all jumped in here like the last day before the con and said, yeah, I'll do it, you know, and it's like brought credibility to my con big time, you know. And hey, this time we're going to release the names of the big names first. We're not going to be waiting until the last minute.
Right. Alton Simpson said hi. Hey, Alton. We got
I don't have the comments up. There it is. What's up, Alton? Dude, love you, bro.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm talking about right there. It's like I know him and I aren't exactly in the same political sphere, but I love him and he's cool and I don't care. You know what I mean? We're people first, man. How you treat somebody is more important than anything else.
Right.
You know, everybody. How you treat somebody is more important than anybody else. You can talk to people without you and your, you know, your opinion. You don't have to be like that. You know, if you have a differing opinion, you can say what you want to say without insulting, belittling,
Yeah.
you know, villainizing, which is the main problem we have right now. Is everybody on the other side's a villain? No, everybody's not. We're all Americans, man.
Right, but everybody needs to put all the
Yes.
craziness aside and look at what all brought us together. Comic books. So let's all sit here and enjoy the one thing that we all have in common is comic books.
And that's all that comes into my group. Comic related madness is no platform for your agenda. It's a great place to come and see great artists, great creators, great books that are coming out on Kickstarter. Man, the art that people share in my group is wow. And that ain't no lie. Last night, the final segment, I don't know if people were watching, but Brian Pulido debuted a cover for one of his future books on my show last night. You know, I mean, how many people get to say that they was there when Pulido debuted a book or debuted a cover or debuted some art? Usually he does that in his HQ live for everybody to see. He came out my con and did that. I love you, brother. I'm telling you, you know, it's like stuff like that. People came forward. He didn't come out to sell nothing. He came out, he did a Q&A with the Mojo team. He gave us some great advice. Dude, I mean, I've been talking to him for years on Facebook and Facebook Messenger. You know, we chat back and forth every now and then, pretty regular, actually. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's not like long conversations, but we always be paying attention to what's up with each other. And dude, he came out and did that for me, and that was beyond. You know, he didn't have to do that, man. He didn't have to debut art on my little nothing con.
Right.
But those guys turned it into an actual thing. The credibility that all those guys, Mark McKenna and Keith Williams, the credibility that all those people brought, Mike Lilly, man, Tony Cordos, come on. It's like the list is just ridiculous. Adam Fields, our own Manny Soto, Michael Barron was out there. Jim O'Reilly was out there. It was wild. I got to hang out with all these people. I got advice from Michael Barron. Like afterwards, he sent me some advice because we talked about Kickstarter pitches.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of gave him the pitch that I wrote for Mojo. You know, I read it out to him, and he messaged me back, and he's like, "Man, that was solid for a rookie. He only gave me one. You need to add one little thing to it, you know." But I mean, so I got somebody who's big doing that, telling me I'm doing that good. That gave me a lift. It was a great weekend. There ain't even no way to describe. I was up till like 2 last night because I couldn't go to sleep. I was riding that wave, man.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. So tell us about your book Mojo that's coming out.
Mojo is Raj Mahan is the writer. It's his book. He's Third Empire. Greg Harms. It was Roman Morales and Greg Harms back in the day, and Roman passed a while back, and Greg took a little while and wasn't sure if he wanted to do anything. Finally decided he was going to do it, got with Roman's family, got the blessing, and Third Empire is born. Again, we're relaunching it. This would have been the con banner hanging behind the table if there were cons this summer.
Right. All right. Is that a print?
This is a print, yeah.
Yeah. If you're gonna ask for one of those, you should send one my way, and I'll toss it up back here to you. Oh, nice.
That's me. I'm in the book. That's me. I'm like this. This is the guy, Mojo Rising. He's the anti-hero. It's set in like apocalyptic New Orleans, and New Orleans is the only city that has magic. And this is a Greg Harms cover for the book.
Nice. Yeah, that's the one I got. Thank you for saying that, Alton. Alton said that we're the future of comics. Me and Pops kind of talked about that earlier.
Yeah, it's like we got, now's the time. We don't know what's going to happen with the industry, the big two, the big three, Diamond. We don't know. Now's the time to get off in there. This is Manuel Soto and Edwin Artex Badillo art. And
we definitely got to talk about some of those prints after the live stream.
You got to get with Raj and Greg on those, because I'm just the promoter. Like I said, see, it's all them, man. They brought me in, put me in the book, and made me part of it, part of the team. I don't have nothing to do with the writing. I don't want to read the story because I want to read it when you do.
Yeah, I want to read it.
I'm a fan. I want to read it when it comes out, like everybody else. So I know very little about it, other than I know that they're, I'm probably going to get beat up a lot. And
right.
Raj has creative control over Pops Van Zant, so he likes to have fun. So I know, there's going to be a ton of fun involved in it.
So see, it's mirrored. My hands are all in it. So is this book going to be a one-shot, or is it going to continue? What's the plan for the book?
The Third Empire, we have, I think, seven books under the banner coming out this year. Alien Skies, Age of Remnants. I don't have the list. I really wish I could have got Raj to come out and do this with us, but we're gonna be doing press releases for everything. Mojo is the first book coming out under the Third Empire banner, and I can guarantee you we already have a rogue gallery. We're already doing book 2. Book 1 was done and ready for launch, and then the virus. And then we said, okay, let's wait. Let's improve it. Let's add some pages. Let's redo some of the color. Let's make it better so that when we launch it in June, people are going to like it even that much more. Okay, so we didn't just sit on it. We said, let's make it better. Okay, so I know for a fact that book 2 has a couple of new characters introduced. Okay, I'm not really privy to talk about one of them at all, but one of them was created by my grandson. My 6-year-old grandson created one of the villains in book 2.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and he's really excited about that. It's those guys just included me in their happening. I'm nobody. I was the guy who started a comic book group a couple months ago. I was helping a different person promote their book a while back, and their fulfillment end of it wasn't real good, and it kind of made me look bad, and I didn't know if I wanted to do that. I didn't know if I wanted to promote people's books, because you don't know what you're getting,
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing I do when I'm talking to people is I tell them, man, just make sure you send us what you're selling us. That's all.
Yep.
Put it in a good package. Don't send us something that's coming all bent. Don't send us something that's already got, I got a book that had spine ticks, serious color break spine ticks in it. There was no damage to the package.
I got a review book not too long ago. Open the pages, the glue in the spine fell out, and all the pages just fell out.
Okay, well, this is a Kickstarter that I paid for. Okay, and there was no damage to the package. So that means dude put a damaged book in that package and tried to sell it to me. And it's like, okay, I'm not promoting you or backing or anything for your book anymore, man, because that wasn't a... Come on. It's one thing if the mailman steps on the package, but if you get a book that's supposed to be straight from the printer, just a brand new Kickstarter, and you're getting a book that's got 8 spine ticks in it. What did he do? Let the dog play with it before he put it in the package? Did he bend it up trying to get it in the package? Because the main thing we care about is mainly, especially collectors. We're really careful about when we're reading them. We're really careful. You know, we don't like damaged books. We don't damage our books.
Yeah.
Send us what you're supposed to send us. That's all.
Yeah.
You got a fan for life. You get a fan for, if you got a good book and you send us what you said you're going to send us, we're going to buy your next book.
Right.
You know, I mean,
Right,
if you got your stretch goals all mixed up and you're sending it out in 3 different packages and people don't know, like one of my original art pieces went somewhere else and had to be sent to me. And if you don't know what you're doing, man, get somebody on your team that's shipping qualified, get some business acumen. It's nice that we love your product. We love the drive that gets you to make comic books. We want that. Get somebody on your team who knows what they're doing on the business end of it. Keep it right, because that's how you get return customers, man. And again, thank you for doing this, talk about the con, everything. Thank everybody that took a slide in the con, everybody who watched a little piece of any segment. Thank you. Anybody who hit that share button, and especially anybody who bought anything from any of those people, and more especially anybody who bought anything from Alton Simpson.
Right.
There you go. That's the best I can do right there.
You guys, thank you, my Comic Chat Army, for tuning in. Thank you, everybody, for going to Pops's online Comic-Con. I know times is tough. Just stay strong. We'll stay strong with you. And
power through it.
Yep, it's only us to keep each other through this and happening. All right, guys. Thank you.
Peace.